always mention that there are basically three ways how you can use VR in your education or training. And it's either by looking what's already out there and seeing how you can use that in a training or lesson. And that's, of course, that's what we're all looking for, right? That's the easiest way. But yeah, there are just so many different learning situations, and every teacher has a different didactical approach, and your student, and there's always the language barrier, especially the Netherlands is a tiny language area, and for many students, doing stuff in English is just too much of a too high of a burden, and that's the easiest way, but it just has its challenges. And then the second way is actually creating your learning material yourself, either using cheaper tools like 360 cameras and doing something that you can manage, or hiring a company to really create an immersive 360 video experience, or really an interactive computer simulated training. But that's just quite expensive, and it's so expensive that usually the business case only works when it only works in selected cases, like for example when the risks involved are very high, or so for example firemen training in VR, that's an established business model. So and then the third way is using students actually making the design process itself as a learning experience, and I think that's an interesting and often overlooked way of innovating with a technology as an educational institution. You can see what's already out there, or you can make the design process part of the learning experience. Yeah, you can see what can we already do with AI, but yeah, you also have to teach students what AI is and how they can create their own simple neural networks and learning goal. Okay, at least we discover the future together, and you can sort of check the whole learning goal around digital skills. So you always have a double primary and secondary goals there. We work a lot with CoSpaces EDU, and that made things really easy. It's not professional looking virtual reality experiences, and it's not multiplayer, and it's not making use of your. It doesn't use 6 degrees of freedom controllers, for example. But we do this with 10-year-olds, and they learn how to program, and they program with Scratch-like coding blocks. And so it's really made for 10-year-olds, and they can create interactive. They can create 3D games themselves, which they can play on the Quest or on the Google Cardboard. But we also sometimes do this with university students, and then it's all prototyping, right? We're not actually making something that should head out as a product that you can actually buy or something. But for prototyping, these simpler tools are really great. Yeah.